What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with a Legends deck. And before you'll start rolling your eyes, oh, here comes Esper Legends. Nope! We're going to be playing Naya Legends, and we're going to be focusing on the human tribe. I have two different versions for you. So without further ado, let's jump into the first of tonight's brews. Let me just unfavorite some of these that were definitely in for the running. This one in particular is looking particularly nice. Particular. But we've got Naya Legends and Naya Humans. Both decks that I've been enjoying on the ladder for over a year now. Even before rotation, we had the Elite Spellbinder and Luminarch Aspirant. There's been some kind of replacements for those, and the deck has continued to perform, still relying on Alena and Halana partners and Sigarda to kind of close things off. But now we've got a couple of even more new additions, and I think we're going to start off with the traditional Naya Humans without the legendary part, and then we'll progress into the legends for the final matches of the night, so stay tuned. But first off, Naya Humans, you know, nothing ridiculous and new that I need to showcase here, other than the Surge of Salvation, which has just been fantastic in the deck, because usually in this slot I would have run something like let's say Valorous Stance, or Tamio Safekeeping, or Tyvar's Stand. Now we've got Surge of Salvation, which for 1 mana, which is obviously great when you're playing it alongside Thalia, gives all of our permanents hexproof and prevent all damage that black or red sources would deal to creatures you control this turn. So most of the decks that are playing like sweepers, like in red, things like Brotherhood's End, which is terrible for us, things like Burn Down the House, which is even worse for us, we can deal with Surge of Salvation, and then also all the like targeted removal, cut downs, go for the throats, you name it, that mono black throws at you. We got Surge of Salvation to make sure that our creatures do not die. Other than that, though, it does feel a little bit light on protection. We do also have 3 copies of Melira, the Living Cure from Phyrexia All Will Be One. I've actually had this finally on the battlefield in testing against the opponents that are playing Toxic, and it feels freaking amazing because you get 1 less poison counter for every time that one would be applied on you. But the real reason it's in this particular deck is because you can exile it and then choose another target creature or artifact, and when it's put into a graveyard this turn, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. I'm actually going to make a quick little brew labification here because I do feel the need to play some Hajars as an additional way of just kind of stealing some tech from the other version of the deck. This is also going to give our legendary creatures indestructible, of which there are of course quite a few, if you can consider Thalia, Melira herself, Adeline, Sigarda, Halana and Alena, and Djeru. These are all legends, so I think also just a 2-mana 3/3 isn't terrible at all. Other new additions to the deck is of course here at the top end, Djeru and Hazoret, 5 mana for a 5/4 human god. So fits with all the human synergies that we got going on, namely the +1/+1 from Sigarda, Champion of Light, and the fact that we can play Secluded Courtyard instead of having to run the Naya Triome. So what does Djeru do? Well, first of all, it's at 5 mana, so usually by the time you play it, you've dumped the rest of your hand, which is good for Djeru, because as long as you have 1 or fewer cards in hand, Djeru and Hazoret have Vigilance and Haste, and then whenever he attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library, you may exile a legendary creature from among them, put the rest of the bottom of your library in a random order, until end of turn you may cast the exile card without paying its mana cost. So obviously better if you have a more legend heavy deck. More on that in version 2, but like I said, there are plenty of legends, so you almost always get a hit, and regardless, it's just a 5 mana, 5/4 haste vigilance guy, which could potentially be bigger if you have Sigarda, and of course you can pump it with Halana and Alena. There's just so many good reasons why this fits the deck just absolutely perfectly. I can't wait to try it in just like a more Boros focused theme. There's quite a few good legends in Boros. More on that in another video. Stay tuned. But the rest of the cards we all know and love. I don't really need to go over everything again. We've got Thalia here to stall the opponent. We've got Anointed Peacekeeper to stall the opponent. We've got Brutal Cathar for some removal. Adeline for the beatdown. Hopeful Initiate to remove artifacts and enchantments. Alena and Alena to grow our creatures huge. Sigarda to have a flying threat that also can draw us cards. Overall, like, just this continues to be like one of my favorite decks and one that I play really well, and the win rates speak for themselves. I've managed to get myself into Diamond quite rapidly using a combination of these two. So I think it's about time that we just jump into some games and I'll show you how the deck performs. Oh, this little mono white soldier's got some sweet upgrades. I think we'll probably be doing this next. I know it's kind of dull because it's just soldiers again, but actually there's a lot of new cards in the deck, and it definitely has helped to push the mono white variant to a new height. I've also got somewhere around 69% win rate with that one, so yeah, again, stay tuned. There's plenty coming. I've been brewing to my heart's content, and there's a couple of decks that have been really doing it for me. But this is my first proper, like, matches in Diamond, so I am, of course, a tiny bit worried. Okay, mono black, bad. Surge of Salvation against mono black, good. Thalia against mono black, also very good. So let's see. I mean, it's probably just gonna get cut down. I mean, really? Would you rather do that? Okay, I guess he doesn't have cut down, which is fantastic. Probably the graveyard. Oh god, this is a really good card, obviously, against us. Like, the life gain kills Thalia right away. Alright, so we just have to line up for a like Halana, Alena into adversary type of a thing. But if it's Sheoldred, we didn't get the good start that I was hoping for there at all. And mono black is the worst matchup for me right now. Like, Surge of Salvation has been winning me a few matches against them, but it's not easy, I've got to tell you. We just basically got to hope they don't have another and go for the throat. Also, Surge of Salvation gives us Hexproof 2, which means we can hold up Surge of Salvation rather than to do the thing. Let's hope he goes with the Invoke now, because this stops Invoke. It gives us Hexproof as well. Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful. Now we play Halana and Alena, and we can buff the adversary a buttload and get some... Oof. And the Sigarda off the top. I wish we had another copy of Surge of Salvation, honestly. Spadoink. It's another Invoke. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Now we're playing Sigarda out. Brutal Cathar, I'll take. Thank you. Bye-bye, Sheoldred. I think we probably just go if we top deck another land, we can do like a double activation adversary, buff the squad. Off you go, mono black. Get freaking stuffed. Oh, that Surge of Salvation, guys, worth its weight in gold, because there's so much mono red, because there's so much mono black in the format. I mean, you can tell that that's kind of why they printed it. It was like trying to appease us poor people trying to play creature decks into a million burn and removal spells. And the fact that it stops the Invoke Despair, as you saw there, really just... Chef's keys. Le chef is a keys. Slow, but if we draw a third land, cooking with gas. Because we can play Melira into Anointed Peacekeeper. And that feels pretty nice. Okay, here we go in mono red. Please land, please land, please land, please land, please land. Yes! Land is great. And Melira, you know, especially on turn 2 against mono red, it's like they usually want to play a creature on top of Kumano instead of burning out the dude. So now we probably just block here. What do you think? I think we block here. I'm down with blocking if he wants to trade. With red, you just need to make them dump their hand. Okay, we are just loving life here. Definitely go see what they have. Okay, let's name Lightning Strike. Now he's also short on lands. Like, I mean, he can play out a Swifty Boy. Let's see what that next card was. Okay, so you found a. I will call your bluff. I mean, you know, I won't. This is probably a Lightning Strike. No. Alrighty. I think we should definitely go for Peacekeeper number 2. It was a play with fire. Furnace Boy. Also the Vigilance, allowing me to kind of slightly race against red. Also, when they don't find lands, it's just too easy. Oh, the wrong color land on top of it. Hee. Oh, I don't care, man. Lightning Strike my face. See if I care. You need to pay 5 for, sorry. He needs to pay 4 for these. Should we just, like, go with Adeline? Life is so good. Adeline it is. Big old chunky blocker. Even if you play Thundering Raiju, I could not care less. Okay, is this like a death throws? Okay, let's just show him Djeru here, which also comes into play with haste. Because we only have 1 land in hand. My name's Johnny Bravo. B-R-A-VO. Sorry, Mono Red. You needed a few more lands than that to get around my lovely Peacekeepers. Alright. Undefeated. Let's do 3 matches with each deck. We're about 13 minutes in. The games are going really fast, so we can... maybe just have a slightly shorter video. I do need to get into the editing software and get things going before it gets too late. I have a very busy day tomorrow. Ooh. End of month accounting and reports and things for April. The boss wants to see the numbers. By the way, if any of you are ever in Bali, hit me up. We have a lovely hotel. We have a BrewLab discount. And ocean view bungalows. Okay. Just these top deck courtyards are so nice. This is probably a little soldier boy. Nope. Okay, so it's control. It's obviously terrifying. because it means sweeper time, and we were not able to draw the right card to pick the sweeper off. Now it's probably just going to be Invoke. I mean, Wandering Emperor. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. This match is very bad for us. Like, obviously. I mean, you know how much I hate this kind of nonsense. Just play land, say God. Play land, say God. There comes our Lord and Savior, Anointed Peacekeeper. Let's see if he has another Dissipate. Please don't have another Dissipate. Hey-oh! Sorry, Wandering Emperor. I mean, the destructive elements here are pretty good from Peacekeeper, but perhaps just a little too late. Yeah. Wandering Emperor, come on, get on with it. We all know you're an ass. Okay, no. Ooh, he goes for that move. That's pretty frustrating, to say the least. I'm not in the mood. There's no way of getting around this crap. Absolute pile of crap cards that I hate with all my hate. Wandering Emperor. Ooh. And we have to wait so... No, we don't. It's going to rotate out, I mean, end of this year, so... Not too much longer to have to deal with a freaking Planeswalker that exiles your creatures, gains you life, and has flash. Yeah, well done, Watsy. That was a very well-balanced card. It's like a 3 of in pretty much any mid-range strategy or control strategy that plays any kind of white mana, so... You know. Oh, we were supposed to switch deck, but okay, I want my third win with these little doodads here. Human. Initiate. Always nicely in hand for us, thank you. Okay, looking like Dimir so far, but yeah, never knew. We're probably just gonna hold up Surge of Salvation against black removal as soon as... I mean, if we can survive this turn. Oopsie! Nice. Alena comes down next, and then we can use Hajar to protect the Alena. Counterspell would suck. Okay. Don't you read the cards, mate? That's just ridiculous. I mean, just ridiculous. This is what the format has become. The 1 million removal spells format. Whoopee! Shieldred. Please play Shieldred. Fine. Also fine. Does it say when it dies, not when it leaves the battlefield? So, okay. So I'm kind of like... Okay, I mean, flooding like absolute crazy town. But he did burn a lot of removal in the early game, so hopefully that's it for now. Yes. Mill land, mill land, mill land. Another land. I mean, we got the win, but that was a flood of note. All right, so that's going to be it as far as the less Legends version. Now we're going to switch to Naya Legends, full-on Naya Legendary Humans, with a little Skrelv hanging out there, just as part of the gang. All legendaries except for Anointed Peacekeeper and Brutal Cathar. We've got still Surge of Salvation, we've got Hajar, we've got the Melira. I mean, Skrelv can protect things from removal spells. Surge of Salvation, Hajar, Melira, all of these cards protect, which means you have 3, 6, 9, 12 cards that stop the opponent from killing our stuff. And then we've also got the taxation from Thalia and the taxation from Anointed Peacekeeper. I mean, I guess the only other consideration would be maybe to cut Skrelv altogether and throw in some of those new Gobacan, but I think it's just too slow. It plays very much the same as the previous deck, except we don't have the Hopeful Initiate. But then we get to play Plaza of Heroes to fix the mana. And I don't know about this mana base though. It is the one sort of sticking point here that I'm a little bit on. But the fact that we have the Plaza and the Secluded Courtyard to fix the mana for all these legends has been okay in testing. Let's see how it ends up actually playing out in actual practice. But yeah, I don't really need to repeat much else here. We still got Djeru and Hazoret, except now he almost always gets a hit because we got many more legends and just more ways of protecting our stuff. Let's jump into some games. See how Legends, Human Legends, performs on the Diamond Ladder. So far, so good as well. I mean, as always, I'll show you guys some stats at the end. Both are sitting on very good win rates. I'm thoroughly enjoying playing both of them. And, you know, was able to, on the third, what day are we? The 3rd of the month to be in Diamond already. So, double thumbs up from your Brewmaster in Chief here. Or Diemon. Or Diemon. Okay, okay. Plaza to cast Thalia, which will then allow us to cast Anointed Peacekeeper. On the draw, though, let's see what we got here. Another white source. Good. Okay. Grixis mid-range. Can't cast your Fable. We go for the Peacekeeper. Have a little peekaroo. Yeah, that's fine. You tap all your crap. And we are kind of forced to call a Braid here until we can, you know. So it's okay. He can cast his Fable. That's fine. Where is it? A Braid? So now he will probably go with the Fable. Ah! Okay. Hey, man. No worries. Unfortunately, this can get cut down, so I'm just kind of playing the wrong card here. That was a huge misplay. Oops. That was really dumb of me. Ah, that was stupid. I even knew it was in his hand. First misplay of the night, ladies and gents. That was really, really, really stupid. That was so dumb. I'm sorry, guys. That was a real misplay of note. He's trying to find a shield red or something, I'm guessing. Oh, that's cool. That's fine. I want to keep my Brutal Cathar. Thank you very much. Because now I'm going to play a Adeline. Oh, And we have Hajar here to protect the Adeline. Only the Adeline, but it's still better than nothing. Off you go, Grixis. Blood-Tithe Harvester into Fable of the Mirrorbreaker into Corpse Appraiser into Sheoldred into Invoke Despair. Oh, I've been playing the same deck for the last 6 months. Look at me. I'm Grixis mid-range. And now they got Chandra on the top end, which is like, oh my goodness, double Invoke Despair. And I've seen a few lists that are playing Breach the Multiverse. I mean, of course, I'll put a version up on the channel shortly. I have one in the cards, but it's just very obvious and boring. I think the real new interesting card from that deck is Chandra, and if I'm going to play that Chandra, I want to come up with something a little bit more unique, and I have something lined up, so stay tuned. How are we doing for time here? Alright, wow, these matches have been real quick. We're not even half an hour in. But overall, I think we've dropped 1 match in total. So, hey-o! Plaza into Melira into hopefully 3rd land for Peacekeeper. I think seems like a fairly decent sitch. Mid-range. For freaking sure. He feels the need to use his what's it called, lay down arms, then I'm all for it. Okay, that's also fine. Thank you, deck. Thank you oh so very much, deck. Okay, so I mean, what, ossification? He'll have to tap out if he wants to deal with this. And hopefully we draw like one of our Boseijus. I have 1 in the deck or none? I have 1. Okay. Another land off the top, or yeah, another land, then we can like Adeline into Surge of Salvation. Like, you know, to hold up Surge of Salvation to give some hexproof against things like Eternal Wanderer and whatnot. I think could be pretty nice. Okay. We have a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Also, Plaza will allow... I mean, we can cast our... I wish it gave Indestructible. I don't know if he's the type of guy who's going to be playing... like deep hops. Oops. Do we get the scoop? Do we just get the nice old scooperoonie here? When you block the 6, you take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage, and we pray to God that there isn't any wow, okay. No depopulate, no depopulate, no depopulate. Okay, that's fine. He's gonna probably leave us with one of these little mites. I mean, one of these little dudes, and then we just Brutal Cathar.
On any longer.
Gonna hold up the surge again. If it's depopulate, we're just screwed. If it ain't, okay. Farmhand. I mean, it's still not looking great. Blockers are bad, obviously, but hey. One, two, three, four, five. Lauren. I mean, why would you destroy your own What? It's not you may. You must. Huh? How silly of him. Okay. Check this. Cathar comes back. Ah, my goodness, this matchup is one of my least favored. Like, it's so strong, man. It's so damn strong. It feels a little bit, like, over the top, honestly, but okay. I mean, we got Surge of Salvation. If it's Depop or Farewell, we just concede, probably. If not, we may still have a chance here. Do we get this, the old Scoopy Doopy? Please, man. Just please give me the scoop, man. I'm on a white mid-range. Off you go! Ranking nicely with these decks, guys. I'm telling you. There's always a way around it. So, okay. One more match. I want to kind of cast Djeru and Hazoret and, like, attack with it. I mean, we did once, I think, in game 1 against Mono Red. But I want to get, like, a bit more, like, playtime for you guys out of that card, because it's obviously pretty freaking strong, and it's definitely seeing a lot of play in the 5-color Joda Humans pile, which I just can't seem to make work properly, but it's also very strong. There's now the new Rona. You can play the Flash guy, that Urtai, you know, so your creatures do the thing for you. Oh, that's a fan-freaking-tastic hand. Aha! These little tiny soldier boys. Me. Should we go with Brutal Cathar? I think so. We can protect it from his Brutal Cathar with Skrelv, so fine. Let's do that. Now we need some big guns. I want Alana and Alena. I want big stuff. Cool. Cool. Okay, that's also very cool. So, what? What a hand. I guess the veteran. We could also take out the courtyard here, but I'm okay to just pass the turn for now. He'll probably play out the officer. Or Harbin and veteran would be my guess. Okay. Please, my flyer. Please just give me the damn. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I mean, okay, I'll take that any day. Sure, I mean, the only way he has of, Okay. If he top decks a Brutal Cathar and we lost our way of protecting Adeline, okay, that's cool. So I guess now you can tap out to play the veteran. Yeah. It's getting scary. I need big guns. I need stuff that kicks ass. Like major ass. That's not it. Unfortunately, that is not gonna be it. However, let's get in with a friggin' 7/7. Go Skrelv. Okay, I mean, we win next turn if there's no like real. Officer is blue though. Oh, and that's colorless. Okay, we can't give protection anymore. We probably just lost the game unless we get like big old flying guy. Man, our top decks have just not been great, hey. I'm not entirely sure why he would do that. Why would you attack now? I should have blocked the veteran with the other dude. That was a bit of a misplay there. Alright, I mean, swing a ding ding. I don't think that's enough blockers, mate. Coming in hot. You block the biggest ones, 3, 3, and a 3, and then I still get through for 1. Ah. You get back at Thalia, and you have to sack it anyway. Also, the more stuff we kill now, the less he can do his alpha strike with... Okay, since he's blocking Melira, let's use her to save the Cathar, so when he dies, he comes back. We can exile Harbin or something. Down to 1. Has to sack the... What? Why would you do that? Oh, to have a thing to draw with, I guess. I don't understand his decision there to do that, but let's play another Melira. Pass the turn. I think I got you, mate. Is that going to be enough chumper blockers? No. Climbing a tier on camera in diamond with my stuff. Like, you know, always just really makes my day. Unfortunately, didn't get much of a chance to play any of the, like, actual strong cards from this legendary version, like Djeru and Hazoret, like Halana and Alena, like Sigarda, of which there's a total of 9 if you count, you know, there's 3 of each. So I guess just some hashtag shuffler shenanigans, but overall very, very happy with both of them. I honestly don't know which is best, so let's have a quick look at some stats for you guys. Jumping into my untapped profile. Gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do this. I was having a look at some meta stuff. Yeah, Esper Legends is ruling the roost for the moment, vying for position with... Also, by the way, current win rate for this season, very happy. So let's make this unsecret visible for you guys to see. Where is it? Naya Humans, 3 for 2, is that all? Oh, my untap's been acting up. Has anyone received... I don't think it just registered those matches. Yeah. Oh, damn it. My untap, it's open, it's running. It's here. It's in my thing. I've got it going, but it's not working. There's something wrong with my untapped. So, okay, forget I said anything about stats. Sorry about that. You'll just have to take my word for it. I mean, I got to Diamond 2, Diamond 3 with the combination of these two decks. So, you'll just have to take my word for it, and hopefully untap fixes whatever's going on with them. But jumping back into the decks with my final thoughts. Already strong shell. Halana and Alena, Sigarda, Adeline, Thalia, shenanigans, freaking have been winning me games for years now. But now with cool new Djeru, you know, cool new top end, because the old deck used to just tap out at like 4 mana, and now we've got a 5 mana threat that helps us kind of a la Sigarda, Champion of Light, find another card to play. And you know, if you include Surge of Salvation, which is also new, this gives us so many ways of protecting our creatures, and all the disruption granted from Thalia and Anointed Peacekeeper, ensuring that the opponents with sweepers, you know, you gain a tempo advantage. You remove that Wandering Emperor from their hand. You remove that, you know, Depopulate or whatever other sweeper they may be running from their hand, allowing us to gain the tempo advantage and potentially win the following turn with an explosive Halana or something like that. So overall, like, I could not recommend the deck more. The mana is fantastic, especially in the legendary version, because of the preponderance of legendaries and the fact that they're all humans. We get to play these two, which fixes all of these weird things that I've got going on here. So yeah, Naya Legends, double thumbs up, stamp of approval from your brewmaster. As far as the non-Legends version, there's definitely something to be said for running perhaps 1 or 2 of the plazas in this deck as well, as an additional way of protecting our creatures, because there are still quite a few Legends, as I mentioned earlier. But the real like difference is the Hopeful Initiate and the Intrepid Adversary, which the Adversary, as you saw in some of those games, with the Halana and Alena, like suddenly you just get this huge life linker and helps you just bring the game back, you know, from the brink against aggressive red decks and things like that. So overall, like, both very, very strong. I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you which of the two is more worth your precious wild cards, but considering that a lot of these cards are older cards, and you'll probably only need to just spend a little bit on Djeru and Hazoret, might be something that you can just craft up right now and take for a spin on the ladder. So if you do, as always, let me know in the comments how it went for you. How would you have built it differently? And all that kind of stuff. And of course, if you enjoyed this gameplay footage, kindly consider giving the video a little thumbs up, a Rooney. Leave a comment down below, as I've already mentioned. Both those things help a lot with the algorithm. And then, of course, if you could please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not done so already. We are, as I've been saying now for the last few days, this close to the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is going to really, you know, validate all of this time that I've poured into this channel with all my passion and love and you know, for the game. I really hope that you know, getting a little bit of monetization is as important to you guys as it is to me, because it's going to help me, you know, buy new equipment, of course, make bigger giveaways, all that kind of stuff. So on that note, go and also have a look at my Patreon. It's down in there alongside all of my other links. But yeah, that is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one with another fresh brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab signing out. Peace, y'all.